This is Margaret in Windsor. I'm doing another tape, and I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41, born in 39, brought to America, Moulton, Alabama. Um, Grew up with the name of Peggy and Dempsey Childers' married name, a twin. Both twins were dead. I grew up thinking that was my name until 83 when I got in a political campaign and was flown out to Larry Flint's. And the British, by the way, are the ones that told me what happened to me. And my father is King Edward VIII. This is a double that never, that's a double, married Wallace Simpson. This is my Uncle George, his lovely wife, Elizabeth Bowes, and Roosevelt. Now then, these are all part of the New World Order that helped kidnap me along with the Kennedys. Joe Kennedy was ambassador to Great Britain, 36 to 46 when they kicked him out. He helped in my kidnapping. He's part of the New World Order, and he helped take down my dad. This is Caroline Kennedy for ambassadorship. This is the sweet William and Kate and their baby George, named after my uncle that took out his father, sold out the Brits, and helped kidnap me. And this is Elizabeth again, the illegal monarch, part of the New World Order. What I want to say here first is I wrote about mind control in 77, programming people to shoot or kill, do illegal anything you wanted them to. You modify their behavior, you control their decision making, and they never know it. The other point is, in some of the things I had, and I didn't see how it fit in now, and I still don't really, maybe, was I was given the Azul equation. And this equation, I can't right at the moment. Anyway. Now that was London, New York, Auckland, Sydney, Moscow, and is it Tripoli, Lebanon? Not Lebanon. Oh wow, where they took out Omar Gaddafi, and I should go back and get my paper and read from it, and I'm not. Libya. Okay, those were the main 7 points in the equation. Now, I don't know what this got to do with mind control. I think it's kind of a solar thing. But anyway, it was there, and I'll throw it in here at the moment. Because mind control is what is being done and has been done. I started writing about it in 77. So you think about the advancements to today. You don't need, well, you can create an illness and you can cure it. So you don't need all the hospital equipment, none of the things that's happened. They didn't find cures with all the money that was given for research and all that. They just added more equipment. So it really, if that were made public and people knew it for sure, you don't need Obamacare, you don't need any of this. So anyway, I'll stop with that, and I wanted to say that here, that the United States, when they kidnapped me and took out my father, they installed Elizabeth, her dad and her mom, Elizabeth Bowes, and George VI, illegal. The treaties that were signed and all of it were illegal, just that. It would take my signature or my dad's to have made it legal. Now then, what has happened is Elizabeth works for the New World Order. She works for the U.S. government, which is really under the UN. The UN is just another name for the United States, and the power is brokered. Now then, if you look back at Honduras, back some years ago, Central America, and all the little islands, resorts and everything off the Florida coast, that area, were British. Now then, they're controlled by the United States. They put their military bases on British soil. They now are gaining control of everything in Africa that was British, like Kenya. The Israeli forces went into Westgate Mall, along with the Kenyan forces was trained by the United States military. So that should tell you something. That was mass mind control there. The United States has conducted mass mind control for a long, long time. I don't know how many people they can program and bring together and get to commit crimes, and they orchestrate it, and then they go in and pretend to be the good guys and take out the bad guys, and what they've done is they've taken over the country. So that's what's happened to North and South Africa, Somalia, all of that's going on. When they put their military bases, and Elizabeth and her dad are the reasons for that, on British soil, they also position themselves like a game of chess so that they control the rest of the royal family, because the royal family is Denmark, Sweden, Norway, etc. Netherlands, but I understand that Beatrix, who abdicated, she's really with Elizabeth in the New World Order. Now, the Bilderbergers, Rothschilds kidnapped me. This group did, and their families. I wanted to make this statement here, and then I'll leave it. If anybody's listened to it, you've got Caroline Kennedy married a Jewish man. You've got Elizabeth Bowes, that was known as the Queen Mom, which is a lie, Elizabeth's mother. Her roots go back to the Rothschilds, too, so she's related. I don't know how distant, but she's related. They're German Jews. Okay, you got input of Jewish into the royal family. And the royal family as it stands today is a bunch of crooks, cold-blooded killers, but look at her. Does that look sweet? I'm in rags. My name is Victoria II, and I am the daughter of King Edward VIII and Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe Windsor, American Catholic, sister to Georgia O'Keeffe, the artist. Now then, I want to mention this. I said Caroline, I said the supposed Queen Mum, which is a lie, and her connection to the Rothschilds. Okay, you've got the Clinton, Chelsea Clinton. She married a Jewish man. Huge wedding up there. And you can't get on their property when they have these meetings with the Bilderbergers and all that. And now you've got, Chelsea. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. You've got the Americans and the Jews. And they've taken over the UK because of Elizabeth and her dad and the connections, and taking down my father and kidnapping me. I wanted to say that this was a mind control murder. He's a diplomat's son. Bedford, Virginia, next door to me. Haysom murders. Elizabeth. He's in Buckingham State, Virginia State, the old one, Virginia. She's in Goochland for the killing of her parents, Nancy and Derek. Now, these were college students at University of Virginia, nice kids. They were programmed. That was a program murder. Now, then, the same is Century 16, Aurora, Colorado. He's being treated for mental illness, and he'll spend the rest of his life in jail. He was programmed. He's a victim of mind control. This is the Fort Hood shooter psychiatrist. He went to school at Virginia Tech next door to me here, and he was programmed. He lived, born in Roanoke and Benton here. The shootings on April the 16th of '07 at Virginia Tech were mind control shootings, just like the rest of them. Sandy Hook, Tucson, Arizona. And I wanted to say this because it's very much so, and if you follow what happened, you'll know that Zimmerman portrayed the signs being programmed after he was released with the things that happened between him and his wife and his wife's family. Very much programmed. So he's a victim. So anyway, I've told you the New World Order is in place. They're taking over all of Africa and making themselves look like the good guys. By the way, the United States troops are helping do this. And I'm going to ask you, how many of the United States veterans have chips in them? And do you really want to fight for the New World Order?